All right. Hey, y'all. We are live. Bring the sound closer. We are live today. How are y'all doing? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all hit the like button as y'all gather. So, today we're going to be talking about the status. It's complicated. A lot of people are starting to use this status, and I just wanted to kind of talk about this and see if you guys have run into this and why do you think that this status is like on certain social medias or sites or anything like that. Y'all hit the like button as y'all get in. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. All right. So you said games. It's complicated. Okay. So y'all's answer to the status, it's complicated. Do you guys have that status as well, or do you only run into men with that status, or who do you think uses that status the most? I want to hear. Um, it's complicated. It's what you post when he cheated, and you're allowed those DMs. Ha, ha, ha. Women put it's complicated the most because we settle for less. Ha ha ha. Okay. Men don't use that status. Ha 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 ha. Okay. So I'm observing, and so far so good. I'm agreeing. Okay, so a lot of times I think that status is used because people, yes, are definitely in situations, and it is complicated. And you say it's complicated because I know I deserve better. Right. And, it's a lot of times that women sacrifice, and they have to use that status. And a lot of times people don't understand or they don't know. So that is why we're going to talk about it. So I don't really think a lot of people care when it comes to it's complicated. They just know that they're probably not going to have, full complete access to someone's life depending on how complicated their life is. So it's almost a warning, like, you know what? Yeah, it means let's keep it simple. He doesn't keep telling sob stories, so he doesn't keep telling sob stories. Right. You said married, attached, don't want to tell the truth on what's going on. Okay. I would not use it because it's if it's complicated because he's hitting it but don't really want you. Okay. It's complicated because women won't walk away. It's too many other men to choose from for anything to be complicated. Well, Holy Grail style. Okay. You respect their honesty, but no thanks for you. Okay. So I was just reading a bunch of comments on what they think the term "it's complicated" on your status means. Okay. So it's complicated can mean all of those things. You are correct, but it's easier to just say it's complicated than to sit there and explain why it's complicated. So I feel like that's a good status if you are in that zone. You know what I'm saying? Um, you like the hair? Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. So yeah, that's all I wanted to discuss today. If y'all have ran into that, and if it's funny, or if it was like something that you had to deal with, or didn't deal with, or you chose to deal with or not. All right, just wondering. Also, I don't feel like if depending on what you're looking for, it's not wise to deal with anything that says too complicated or it's complicated because that means um, if something is already complex or complicated and you want to and you add yourself to the equation, that means it's going to get a little bit more complicated, or the availability is going to be a little bit complicated. So a lot of times people are not. I'm looking outside because my window's right here, and like these really pretty flowers are blooming. Um, I haven't seen them since like a while back, so it's kind of cute. Anyway, Yeah, it's complicated. It's getting trying to get in a relationship like family members. No, lol. You don't think that status seems desperate. If it's that complicated, it's not worth it. I don't know. I think people have been using that status for a long time, or they'll put certain things on their profile if they're online, and then they'll have to explain why it's complicated later. So I think it's kind of just like a a way to tell you that it's not going to be this typical type of deal. Okay. Also, I also feel that sometimes when people say it's complicated, it means they're not leaving their situation at the time because of the complications, which basically means, um, they can't do all the things that they are trying to do in a situation. Oh, I think my package is here. Just heard the doorbell. Oh, I have it, so they're supposed to leave it here. So hopefully they just leave it there. Oh, y'all hit the like button, sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, and I want to say thank you. Okay, I forgot. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so yesterday I got a really nice gift from one of my subscribers, and I had to put it together. It wasn't very complicated. It was like two pieces, maybe three. And it was something that I had on my Amazon wish list from my birthday. It's probably actually one of the most expensive things on my list. So I wanted to say thank you so much um, to the person that sent it. And it works really nice. And I have it just, I might post it on Instagram or something like that later on today, just to say thank you. And I appreciate it. It works really good. So thank you. Um, if y'all want to see what it is, oh, hold on. Then y'all need to go and follow my Instagram. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's SheRaSeven. Yeah. Okay. You said I'm bought you La Peaches, you did not buy it. I know who bought it, so I don't know if are comfortable with me saying their name, so I'm not going to say it on here. But thank you. I'll thank them later, and I'll write them well. Thank you. So, should you tell him that another man is paying for your driving lessons, or that a man is teaching me how to drive himself? Girl, me, neither. Um, you said neither. No. Is it possible? Is it's a possibility? There's just getting out of a relationship and just in talking and dating phase. True. Why share that at all? Exactly, because to avoid too many questions, I feel on certain subjects. A lot of people just avoid certain questions altogether. When those questions are answered, it's kind of an indication that they should not be asked. You know what I'm saying? um, it's a possibility that they're just getting okay, that's true. I read that one. How to stop liking a guy. I don't know. Like another one. um, if it's a like it here's my thing. It's easy if it's just a regular, normal, boring, blah person. But if that person had, what you liked or whatever, it's a little bit more difficult to replace them. So um and a lot of women don't like boring blah guys. So um if you like someone and you don't want to like them anymore, then try to find someone as unique or as special or as different or as funny or as whatever that it is about that person that you like. Try to find someone you know like that or better. Okay. Ladies, stop oversharing. A man don't need to know everything. Trust he's definitely not going to tell you everything. Exactly. Sometimes you don't even have to say stuff for it to be known. You just have to say things in a certain way to let people know, certain things. You don't always have to spell it out. Some people are smart enough and they don't need it spelled out. Okay. And some people, they do need it spelled out because they're that dense. So, um, if you're one of those people that need it spelled out, let people know. Spill it out, please. Don't like sit around and wonder because some people are telling you stuff sometimes without really telling you or spelling it out. They're just kind of telling you in a certain way. So if you are unable to read between the lines or if you need things spelled out for you, then ask right away because a lot of times women are, I'm not going to say women, but some women won't see what's being spelled out because they don't want to or they don't understand. So it needs to be spelled out sometimes. Uh, don't let your right hand know what your left hand doing, okay? J Moves, He said this and then it was like he's not ready to let go. I said I will be seeing other people and feels like that's unfair. Bye boy. Okay. That's fine. Um and I also feel like it's different for men and women too. So when men say they don't feel like letting go, for oh no, that's not the lawn people. When men say they don't feel like letting go, is there is there a reason or are there children involved? Because that's understandable. But if it's just a one person, that's different. You know what I'm saying? That means, yeah. Phenomenal Woman's podcast. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Always a pleasure. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate you, girl. So yeah, it depends. Are there children involved? Then that's understandable because that involves a finance. And money is always, going to be of the utmost importance. So definitely, uh, if there's money involved, then it's understandable. What are some nice things you like to do for your man when you feel he's deserving? Um, say thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Say thank you. Appreciate it. Y'all, that was a trick question, wasn't it? Anyway, well, you let me know what you think. Compliments, thank yous, cup of coffee, some tea. I don't know. Attention. What's my moon rising sign? I have no idea, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Make him a plate after he cooks. That's nice. Y'all are silly. I'm just done. Like, okay. Existing, breathing, being home, looking good. Okay. How you doing? So I'm not sure. Like you like to be extra affectionate? Eh, well, it depends on the man, I guess. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I thought you said you was Sagittarius. I don't see how that matters in any of this. This is. Are y'all some astrologists sitting around taking notes? That's kind of like a weird question. I'm dollar sign, and my cash app is just very weird and strange. Here, if y'all don't ask me all them questions, send me some money. I'm gonna put it quiet. Just shout in here in the back. All right. Annoying. All right. My astrology sign is dollar sign, triple dollar sign, more dollar signs, rising dollar sign, and everything. Send me some money. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. If y'all ask me again, it's gonna be the same. $sign. All right, that's all my signs. Everything is in $sign. Okay, bring me the money. My rising sign is $sign. Every sign $sign. Period. Okay. Keep asking me. I'm gonna add a pound sign to it as well. I don't have that on my computer though. I have to use my phone. Now give me my money. All right. My signs is complicated $signs. There you go. All of them. All right. He said, your man has been so comfortable, he stopped pursuing you. You stopped even cooking. You don't care clean up after himself. I went and got a maid. I will always be complicated. Good girl, that's what they do. That's why you have to allow yourself to um more is loud. You have to allow yourself to just allow happiness into your life, however it comes in, or whatever. Why shouldn't we do anything for Jazz Bear? You on the wrong channel. Sprinkle, sprinkle, baby. Okay. I feel like that answer depends on the man. I'm not getting ready to be no pick me shoe. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If I, I'll keep watching these Instagrams of all these women doing all this stuff for these men. It look like a mama taking care of a little boy. I can't. I saw this one lady giving her man a facial and combing his hair for his next woman. So she could say, "Oh, your skin look extra smooth today." And I look good for you. That's it. That's it. Holidays, you might get a little something, but that's it, baby. You said that's what you tell your sister. You said they don't appreciate it anyway. Of course, they go to show it off to the next woman. Why? I ain't finna do all that. You buy them a nice outfit and a shirt. Where they gonna go? To the club, to the bar, out walking around, put the top down on the car to show it off to some other one. Buy them some ugly stuff. Okay. Why are y'all doing this? Y'all don't know by now? And then it's gonna be expected on the regular. So no. I mean, honestly, I feel like the best thing you can do is talk to someone, give them your time, your energy, your thoughts, and your attention. I think to me that's very much as giving as anything because you don't have to do that. Attention and talking to someone, and just being there is enough. Okay. Anything else? It's pygmy. All right. Sorry. You said you're not accepting and realizing he never wanted me or tried. I'm free to find a way better man. Yeah. Uh, who's stopping you? Find another one and another one and have that one too. That's why it's complicated because too many involved. If he needs more than that, he is just too feminine. Exactly. I don't feel like If you're looking for that much attention, then I'm never going to be enough attention. If you need extra this and extra that, I'm never going to be enough anyway. So if you're not happy within yourself and getting all this extra stuff, um, then I can't help you anyways. And that's how it is. Mhm. What should you get him for Father's Day, girl? He got you some cheap flowers and a bottle of wine. What should you get? A card? Okay. You said get him a card and said it's complicated. Okay. No, get him a card and write thanks for your sperm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Eh. You said J Boopsy. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Thanks for the sperm. You know, there's going to be cards like that in the future because all these women is out here just asking, can, you know, trying to get pregnant and all they need is some sperm. You said hand make the hand go girl hand print the card. Get you some markers. Act like the baby did it. Well, $2 budget. Y'all are silly. Anyway, it's complicated, obviously, over there. So, you said put the sock in the card. Girl, get all his stuff that he left on the floor. Get all the plates that he left in the sink and put it in a big old gift basket and wrap it up. Put a card on it. Happy Father's Day. What are some subtle ways to find out if they're lying about marriage status? Um, mm, when they're really secretive about where they live or their evenings or weekends. If they're always busy at dinner time, when when a man's supposed to be home to his wife and kids, that's how you know when their schedule is booked at certain hours. Okay, and they're unable to be as spontaneous as most single men would be. Someone says a dark ring print on their finger. But it's okay if they're available all the time. Then most likely, if they are married, it's complicated. Because if they're not where they're supposed to be, then that relationship is most likely not where it's supposed to be. So it probably is complicated. If they're out and about at the time they're supposed to be with their woman, or talking to you and they're supposed to be talking to her, that means it's probably complicated. Is it better to go on dates in the day or evening time? I think it depends on who you're going with, how old they are, and what you plan to do on that date. What if they go out during the weekdays and evenings? That's when I met them. Then they're probably not really into their spouse. Okay. Who cares as long as you're getting that money from them? Okay. That's definitely the definition of it's complicated drops Mike. Um, and the same thing that I talked about on one of my last videos. People marry for different reasons. Most people don't marry for love or because they really like that person. Y'all forget sometimes. If y'all have never been married, and if y'all are young, and if y'all think marriage is like this fairy tale thing, most people, the majority of people, are married for the wrong reason, or the reason that allows its complicated status to be born. So you can't always expect. Okay, you can't always like. This is why I say this is a lot of married men are out and about looking for girlfriends or whatever because they're not married to who they want to be married to. And the same, so with women sometimes, and sometimes it's complicated because of other people involved, like kids. And a lot of times they don't want to say that because it makes them look like a bad person. And if you're young or you still have this idea in your head about marriage, they don't want to act, exactly ruin it for you, or they don't want to, alert you about it in case you feel a certain way, which is unfair to the other person involved. But that's why I say it's complicated, or being honest with that person right up front will definitely save a lot of issues and trouble, because some people are accepting of that and some people aren't. And it's better to know than to not know. It's a benefit there from either him or her, but not love. Okay. Shira, do you think shy guys or extroverted guys make the best victims? Victims. I don't really think a man can really be a victim of any type of relationship because, if for me, if they're a man and they want you and they're persistent, they can get you. They just gotta have the right combination of stuff, okay? So you'll never be a victim if you're a man. You got some money, sprinkle, sprinkle, make it happen. All right, money really is part of it, but gotta be cool on yourself. True, yeah, money is always definitely gonna be there, and then you'll have additions, to having money. This is why you have to make sure he sees you as the one and can afford to keep you up before you have all them babies. Money really is a part of it, but gotta be cool. Okay. Sorry, you've been reading Art of Seduction, so I say victim, I mean target. Well, a man wrote that, not a woman. Anyway, any guy can be seduced. Okay. Hey, guys. Okay. Mhm. Happy married men become boring. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. Um, I wouldn't say. Okay, y'all are talking about some other stuff. It's better that a man wrote it. I don't know. I mean, I feel like a lot of that stuff in there is good, and I also feel like a lot of maybe the words or the vocabulary that was chosen is just an indicator that the writer is male. I think a female writer would have chosen a different word rather than victim. Okay, um, that's all. I don't see anything wrong with the information in it. You said that's why you gotta start fights. Girl, I ain't finna start no fight. When it don't. Starting fights is just a way to get out of the house and stop talking for a few days. That's how you get up out of there. um, the Book of Shadows. Oh, okay, get seduced. You prefer extroverted men, okay? To the more nonchalant you are, the more they chase. Okay. So the status is complicated. A lot of people are, um, and it's kind of a weird thing, but a lot of people are more interested in those, and strangely, in those type of relationships because they may also have the same status. It's complicated, so they don't feel like they have to explain, too much to the next. It's complicated type of person. So they're usually, you know, able to work those matters out. Men never show their character in the first days of dating. Oh, no. Anybody know anything about? Okay, y'all are talking. Show off your lovely legs if you're tall. True, true, true. Yeah, because most tall women have long legs, and you know, Okay, so okay, just out of curiosity, how many people have that as their status? Mhm. I'm just wondering, how many of y'all have it as it's complicated? Okay, the lawn person is gone now. I don't have to hear it anymore. You said Luke single. Huh? Single until married, okay. Same. You know what might attract more people? It's complicated, honestly. I mean, I'm just saying, it's more of a challenge. I mean, especially, okay, here's the thing. I'm going to tell y'all. It's more of a challenge to some guys when it's complicated on the woman's side because, like, how many people are putting single as their status? That means single and desperate and looking. It's complicated means I don't need you, baby. Like, honestly, it's complicated means I don't need you, but I will see if I like you enough to add you into this complicated life of mine. And like honestly, I think a lot of guys are more attracted to it's complicated rather than I'm single. But don't go and change your status, okay? I'm just saying. You said it's complicated to be honest, okay? Well, if you're gonna put that as your status, eventually the truth is gonna come out anyway, just not right away. You said you will act like it's complicated, but single to married. Exactly. See, sometimes you don't have to. When you put it's complicated, you could be as single as whoever, but that is just a little bit more intriguing, and it also means that you don't need them. You're not going to be as clingy as a single person. You're not going to expect as much as a single person, but at the same time, it's also they can't fully totally have you, and so it makes you more of a challenge. And sometimes it allows them to really think about if they really want someone like you, if they want you, or then they'll try to get you to make things uncomplicated. Da 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 da. Da. So, you know, sometimes it's complicated might work for you. Girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Marion, sprinkle, sprinkle. She's a member. Thanks for becoming a member. J Boopsy member. Shout out to all the members, everybody who are members. Let me see. I saw La Peaches earlier. I shouted her out. And I saw one other member. I forgot to shout you out early in here. Let me go back and scroll. Let's see where you H file, sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. All right. Okay. Should you come off as a gold digger? Come off as a woman who likes nice things. That's all I can tell you. Y'all hit the like button. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you go to the channel page and click join, there's different levels of membership that you can join. It's not very expensive at all, a couple dollars. And you get the cute little sorry y'all, lawn person. You get the cute little emojis with it that you can use. Okay. If complicated means you're not sure how he feels about you. Okay. Well that's if it's being told like being said to you, but if that's like your status, like you know how they say single, married, it's complicated. I'm talking about the status on social media or that you tell people like when they ask, "Are you single? Are you married?" And some people say it's complicated. That yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Not how you feel about somebody. Sometimes feelings don't even have to do anything with it's complicated. It means it's just complicated. How deal with a clingy sugar daddy? He desperate for attention and affirmations. He's gross. Um, I guess just talk to him. I guess that's enough. Talking. What if you're living with him and you don't have to pay rent, but he does not spend money on me, all on himself and his son? Well, I mean, if you don't spend no money, you don't spend no money. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else will, and somebody else will. Okay. Are you saving all your money? Do you make money? Are you living rent free? Can you go get it from somebody else? You know what I'm saying? If you ain't putting out, it don't matter. Go, go get it from somebody else. Okay. Stop putting out if you are. There you go. Don't give none up if he ain't giving you nothing. Come to think of it, there are a lot of potential sugar daddies around me, but a lot of them are married and I'm too scared to just ask an older guy to be your sugar daddy. Okay. Well, they need to ask you. They need to pursue you because a lot of times women aren't going to do that. You know, they have to know that the man is interested enough to have that type of relationship. You just have to look the part, be nice, and if they're, they got that money, they're gonna let you know. Spark, spark. Okay. He's a restaurant owner in a nice area and invited you to dinner there. You declined and told him why. Now he wants to take me somewhere else. Should I get another one because I acted masculine? I don't feel like you acted masculine. Um, I think it's fine. I think you're overthinking that a little bit too much, and maybe you just need to stop. A lot of older men where you're at have kids too. Okay. Social media is too open. Gotta put posts and stay private. Exactly. Yeah, true. A lot of people don't put all their business out on social media or, the people that they're, social with in real life because a lot of times they don't want everybody to know or it's none of their business. Or a lot of times, sometimes it's like you don't want to share that with everybody because people are nosy. And people are even nosy in the comments a lot of the times asking, "What's your rising sign? What's your blood type? What's the last thing you ate? What's your height, weight, measure?" Like, baby, what? What's your DNA sequence? Okay, what's your shoe size? What color is your underwear? What toothpaste do you use? Like, huh? Cash app. That's gonna be my answer. My cash app. Here you go. That's the answer to all the questions, the weird questions that y'all ask me. Cash app. Um, you said there is no, it's complicated. No, I'm talking about the status on like your social media. Like some people say single, married, or it's complicated. So if it's a man saying it to you, yeah, terrible. But if that's just your status, it means it is what it is. If you want it, you want it. If you don't, you don't. You can fit in where you get in. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, and I think that's a lot of times what people's statuses are because of financial issues, circumstance, or family type issues, especially if they married with kids. Any other zodiac sign, earth signs when it comes to men? Yeah, dollar signs, sprinkle, sprinkle. How to make an older man walk over to you if his family is around? Well, he's gonna think his family is judging him, so it has to be like a way that is not suspicious, obviously. Um, eh, that's right. I said, "What's up with the weird questions?" I don't know. Some people are just strange, and it's okay. It's just you don't always have to answer every question. Mhm. And it's even stranger when other people answer for you. I think that's really strange. I think sometimes people forget that you're an actual person and have, the right to answer questions or not answer questions. Kind of strange when you have other people answering for you. But hey, it is what it is. I'd rather be over here than over there again. So, um, like I don't know a person, I don't know anybody enough to know all their rising signs and dollar signs and whatever sign. I don't know anybody that well. I don't even know myself that well. So I don't know. Just saying. I love who I am, but I don't go into all of that stuff as hard as some of y'all because I don't need to, baby. Oh, Percy, sprinkle, sprinkle. Hey, Shira and her beautiful subs. You confused. People say money can't buy love, but the men with the money don't have any problem getting love. So is there on off switch and women when men have money? Yep. Okay, women are very complicated themselves. Okay. Money is to some women, money is a must. That's like saying, money. That just goes with it. Then what else do you have? Like what's your personality? What's this? What's that? Sometimes that's just a standard, period. And if you don't got it, then no one's paying attention. So yeah, money is definitely a one part of it, but where's the rest? Oh, Michelle, sprinkle, sprinkle, or Michelle, sprinkle, sprinkle. New member, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Percy. So yeah, like sometimes it's like when men are like dating a woman, it's like, okay, well, she has to look good, right? You don't go around just looking for ugly women and hoping that there's more to it. A lot of men, it's like, oh, she got to look good. I got to be attractive. So that's the same thing as a man having money for a lot of women. You got to have that. That's number one. That's just obvious. Obvious. Okay. That's all. Um, you said any Houston events where quality men will be? I have no idea. I don't really go out a lot. I really tend to stay in unless I'm going on vacation or a special event. Or, I don't really go, I'm too old and I have kids and all that kind of stuff. So when I go out, like I make it an event, darling. How to give your number to other men when you are out with your man. Girl, why you gotta wait? Why don't you just go out alone? Give it to him then, girl. Spark, spark. First of all, if I was a man and I was out with another man, I mean, if I was a man and I saw you out with another man and you giving me your number when you out with him, I'm not gonna trust you anyway. That's a bad look, baby. Let him find you. Drop some hints on how he can find you. Let him do the chasing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. See, when I was young, people found me. I didn't have to do nothing. They just popped up like, "Hey, I saw you driving this hearse with the name of the funeral home you worked at on." And then they called up the funeral home looking for me. You know what I'm saying? When people will want you, they will find you. All right. Give them hints and clues on how to get there. I don't know. If they want you, they'll come find you. You get them hints and clues where you gonna be, what time you gonna be there, when you gonna be there, where you go, where you going, where you work. Maybe if you work, you know, maybe a website, something I don't know. Um, Maybe give your Instagram to someone within earshot of them. Oh, sorry, y'all. If they want it, they gonna remember it. Okay. Um, You said you need to muster up the confidence to go out alone. I was with your sister at this fancy hotel, and she was talking loud, saying, "I've never been here before." Well, then that's why you have to pre-warn people on how to act before they enter. Okay, it's like, look, don't be embarrassing me up in here. Act like you stay here all the time. You ain't not impressed. Don't be filming and talk about, well, look where I'm at. Da, 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 da. Wait till you get to your room or on the other floors when nobody's around. Okay, sparkle, sparkle. Um, Even if you haven't been there before, act like you have. Go down, film later when you're more, settled in and comfortable. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so said your husband is, but he got very comfortable. You about to sink this boat. Okay, whatever. Y'all going out alone, changed my life. Yeah. Um, sometimes doing things alone is how you meet the best people or have the most fun. No one's telling you when to go and what, bothering you with what their issues are, and you just have time to just be you. Mhm. Mhm. How to make a man trust you? I'm in a complicated situation. Baby daddy refused to marry me because he doesn't trust, thinks I am after his inheritance and money. He is rich. How to make him trust me? Um, and he don't trust nobody, baby. Okay, stop trusting him. That's number one. He's not going to marry you because he doesn't trust you. So put him on child support and tell him, look, if you're not going to marry me, then I'm going to go ahead and move on with my life. I want to be married. So I'm taking our child and now you will be being put on child support. And guess what? You can distrust me from afar while I go marry someone else. It's the worst thing is to have a bunch of money, but no one to share it with, especially as a man. If you're protecting money that bad and you don't care about, your baby and the person that wants to marry you, then maybe that's your own lesson to learn as a man. You know what I'm saying? Um, okay, because either way, she's gonna get your money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just saying. Either way. So sometimes you got to make bold moves to get the bold results that you desire. Because, first of all, if if you say, okay, well, I'm leaving, I'm just going to go live on my own, and I'm going to put you on child support, and because I want to marry, then either you're going to have to step up to the plate and marry you, or he's going to have to let you go and still pay you some child support. Either way, you're going to have, something. At least you'll have another chance to marry. Okay. Uh-oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that, girl. Where to freestyle alone, and does it look desperate? No, it never looks desperate unless you look desperate. You know what I'm saying? Um, Unless you're looking like, please come over and talk to me. Oh, who's walking through the door? Oh, I got this, you know, dress on trying to attract all these people. Are they looking at me? Are they looking for me? If you go in there with so much confidence that you don't need or care if anyone ever approaches you, but you know they will because you know you look good, it doesn't seem desperate at all. You know what I'm saying? So that's the attitude you got to walk in there with. Like, I am here. You are welcome. If anybody walks over to me, they better be worthy. You will never look desperate if you feel like that. Walk and talk and act like that. You know, I feel like a lot of women these days are walking out here desperate and looking like they're looking for something. No, you walk out and act like you're welcome. I didn't have to come here, but I chose this place. Any man that should be so lucky enough to lay eyes upon me tonight, you are welcome too. If y'all come over to buy me a drink, um, appreciate it. Da 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 da. But do not look like I'm out here looking and desperate and freestyling. Look like you better be glad I'm up in here. That's what you need to feel and look like every time you go anywhere. If you're doing it wrong. Period. That's what always. Girl. I don't even know. And it shows. Men can feel that. Y'all lucky. I chose this spot. Y'all lucky y'all chose this spot too, because you would have never laid eyes upon somebody like me. And so you better take advantage of this situation. Period. That's me. That's how I'm think all day, every day. Okay, even when I'm dead, that's what I'm gonna feel like to the funeral home. Y'all better be glad I chose this funeral home. In the long, long future when I'm like super, super old and like 100 and something years old. Okay, still I'm gonna be thinking that. If you don't think like that, then you doing it all wrong. That's how you gotta think. That's how I think. That would be awesome. It's great having what? Okay, y'all talking to each other. Where else should we freestyle besides upscale restaurants that have the most success there? Um, I feel like everywhere you go, especially if you're enjoying yourself and having a good time and there's people there, is a good spot. You know what I'm saying? People are in all sorts of places. So I feel like depending on what you're looking for, it depends. Like, well, I don't know what you're looking for. Older guys are most likely out during the early evening or the daytime. Younger guys or, middle aged to younger guys are going to be out at later. That's all. Maybe more exclusive events. The more exclusive the man is, probably. Um, there are always lots of events online that you can look at and buy tickets to. And some of them are charity events, some of them are themed events, some of them are just like whatever, parties or gatherings or whatever, whatever. Since it's summertime, there's probably going to be more. There's a lot in the fall too. So just check out your local city events, buy tickets to stuff, and show up there. A lot of people go there alone to meet people, and it's kind of more exclusive too because of the ticket price. So I don't know. Can't wait to freestyle in Texas. Oh, car freestyle in Texas. I don't know. It depends on what city too. Girl. Um, how often should you go out freestyle? As often as you go out. Like there is no set amount of times to go out freestyling. You go out as many times as you want to, baby. But try to go to different places so that you won't be seen as a regular. Switch it up. Um, mhm. If you look nice and have that confidence in the right place at the right time, you will find them anywhere. Exactly. You just gotta walk in like you welcome. Okay. I've always been that way. I don't know why. I was born that way, baby. I was just like, you welcome. I'm here. You welcome. Um If you don't feel that way, why? Who told you not to? You know what I'm saying? And why don't you? And whatever the reason is, why, go figure it out and fix it. Okay. Um, it's funny because it's true. The last thing you want is the bartender outing you to his money clients. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, don't be flirting with the bartender unless if he flirts with you, that's fine. Do not flirt back. Just be like, oh, thank you so much. Always say thank you. Keep it professional. Mhm. If you leave him big tips, he's gonna give you the big spenders. He's gonna tell you about the big spenders. You know what I'm saying? If you're really nice, and then even if you ask who the big spenders are or whatnot, and he used to them big tips, he gonna tell you. So tip if you want to use a bartender for their info, make sure you're nice and say thank you, stay professional, and tip large. Most of the time, they might take a drink off, and you can actually give that tip that you were going to pay for your own drink if you were going to pay for your own drink in there anyway. A lot of times, if you tip the bartender extra, or if it's a girl bartender, you tip her extra. She gonna tell you. um, let's see, and let me see who else. Are asking some good questions. So, you plan on moving? Okay. So y'all are just talking about different cities. Okay. So yeah, I may be going on a little vacation very soon. It's gonna be fun. Um, it's not nothing major. It's just something to do. The kids are gonna be out of school. We're all gonna go down there and have some fun, and then be back here. Be back here, and then sometimes you got to get away and do something for yourself, ladies. Even if it's just a short vacation, or just a short outing or something like that. Just sometimes you got to do stuff for yourself. Moxie and Perry's. Okay, y'all talk about places to hang out. Okay. Um, and I also want to go. I like to go on trips at the beginning of summer because it's always too crowded and too many people and too many other events during the summer. So I like to go right when the kids get out of school because the prices are also cheaper. There's less going on because not everybody gets out of school at the same time. And plus, they save most of the good stuff for the middle of the summer or the end of the summer. So I always like to go on vacation right after the kids get out of school because it's way better. It's less crowded. I don't like crowds. I don't like a lot of people everywhere. Unless it's like something like a concert and you have your own chair and stuff. But I don't like a bunch of people walking this close together. Mhm. Um, and it's partially because of who I'm with. Like I'm with my kids, and I don't want them to be in that situation either because of certain things. So I prefer more controlled or spread out type of crowds and vacations and things like that. When I was younger, I could care less. I don't care. I go out in any crowd. I be touching on people too, child. Spark, spark. But when you got them kids, you got to be careful. Um. Oh my goodness. Okay. So anyway, um, thank you. You love my makeup today. Appreciate it. um, the gym. When y'all talking about going freestyle at the gym, okay. You Jack, what? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You was there in January? Those places are crawling with money? Ocean Prime? Okay, y'all talk about where the money is. Okay, go ahead. Your little side combos help each other out. That's what I like to see. Okay, so anyway, we're seeing where the money reside. Okay. Mhm. So anyway, I'm probably gonna film when I go out of town, and I'm definitely going to probably make a vlog for y'all, and also my other channel. So y'all will definitely get to see all the fun, exciting stuff that I'm gonna do, and da 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 da. Da. Hopefully, it's gonna be fun. It will be fun. I'm gonna make it fun. Shoot, if it ain't, I'm gonna make it that way. So that's all we can do, right? Make our own fun and happiness. um, it's gonna be hot where I'm going, so I'll probably need to pack something that's appropriate for the weather. Um, Vacation vlog, yeah. And I'm right now I'm still debating on the hotel that I'm gonna go to. Um, one is very, very, very nice, and one is also nice, but the other one is very, very, very nice, and they're around the same price. But I think the one that is super nice is further away from all the good stuff than the one that's decent and okay. It's also very nice too. They're close to the same price range, but one is closer to all the action. But the one that's a little bit further away is way more luxurious. So I'm trying to decide where I want to stay. I'm not sure. Um, just trying to figure that out. Where my kids are going to be happiest. What's I don't know. I'll let the kids decide. I'll show them all the pictures and stuff. It's further away from the stuff. We might have to walk a little extra, or you know, get a ride there. See where they want to stay. I'm gonna let my children decide because I feel like I already know what I want, but it is their vacation too, so I have to see where they would want to stay. Hmm. Um, Level up minded, sisterhood minded, want to meet up. And okay, y'all want to try to have a meet up? Y'all gonna have a meet up over there? Y'all have fun, sprinkle, sprinkle. I should spend the night at a haunted hotel. I probably will. I think every hotel that I'm gonna go to, that I think every hotel that's available is going to be haunted anyway. So that's gonna be obvious. That's just like the obvious. I'll probably do that one on my other channel, that blog. But most hotels are going to be haunted anyway, and especially for where I'm going. You might as well just check that off the list, girl. um, so yeah, you said y'all need a sisterhood of gold diggers. Have fun. You said haunted motel. Ain't no motel. Heck no. Do I look like I stay in a motel? You could pay me to stay in a motel. Okay? That's too haunted. Haunted with brokenness. Okay, no. Sorry, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, I'd rather be haunted by some ghosts than some brokenness. Okay, no, that's not even an option, darling. Like we just skip right over all them things. Mm-mm. What is this? Um, you said no broke ghosts. I know. I mean, at least be haunted by a ghost that had some money. They know how to act. At least, come on. All right. Would you feel safer with live? like-minded women who value friendship and freestyling. I don't know. Y'all are talking about if y'all are talking to me or other people. Lots of great jobs, and the men don't mind spending on you. Good. Yes, get that money. Few and ladies in the chat help you found a potential. He wants to know my requests. What should I say? I don't know where to start, and how do I make sure it's not a scam? Start with something small, and if you're going to get that, then increase whatever you want and increase a little bit more. Like start with a gift. Um, and remember what I said: the more they invest in you over time, the better. So start with something small. And if they deliver, then ask for a little bit more until you know it's not a scam. Mhm. What is suitable thing to wear instead of typical two-piece? I don't know what you're saying, like clothes, swimsuit. I don't know, like, because I don't know what y'all are asking. Y'all, you got to be a little bit more detailed. Should travel to Hawaii? I've already been to Hawaii. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like years and years and years ago, before I was married. I have, darling. It's been there, done that so many times. Well, not so many times, but it was fun. I had fun. All right. Mhm. Already did that. Next. I'm not. I'm not going to Orlando. I've already been there. I was there last year, earlier this year. I'm going somewhere else, child. I'll be fun. Y'all see. I'll probably give it away before I even go. I'm just trying to make sure I'm going before I announce. Sorry, I have lipstick on my finger. I'm just trying to make sure I'm definitely going to be there before I say where I'm going. You want okay? So this is the time where a lot of sugar babies is going down and out of town with their sugar daddies too. Girl, y'all gonna see. Have y'all ever been on vacation and saw that scenario and just didn't even judge because you knew what it was? It's like, girl, go get your money. It's so funny whenever you see that those type of couples, you already know what it's about. It's funny, like it's funny because like when you're with your children or your kids, your daughters, they be looking too, like wondering what the heck. But my kids know what it is. Like, Mom, that's you and I said, don't even say it. They make fun of me, like my own kids. So I can't even stop them because it's funny. Um, yeah, whatever. Bye. Trust me, there are real money there. Okay, you ended up on a yacht somewhere. Okay, good for you, girl. You love when young girls see me with an old man and be giving me that smirk, like, get your money, girl. Okay. It- And old women be mad at you. They be like, they got this, literally this face, like you stole their husband or something. Okay. The best thing you can do is ask them. Is the best thing you can do to an old woman that's giving you the stink eye is to call them ma'am and ask them about something. specifically. Like, excuse me, ma'am, where did you get those shoes? They look so comfortable. My feet are killing me. Mhm. The older women look, they're gonna snitch on me to my mom. Girl, they face though. I'll be laughing. And sometimes when like I won't even be with anybody. I'll just be watching them, watching other people, like watching the old ladies, watch the sugar daddy, sugar baby couples, and I'm like, they're just like, and then they're rude to whoever's around them because they mad and ticked off. I'm like, dang, what, you know him or something? And also, like, it's funny because that probably happened to them. They man was, you know, doing a little something, something on the side. And they're just being reminded of it. Okay, sadly. Um, your old female neighbor asked, "Was my sugar daddy my brother?" Like, girl, bye. That's your brother? Mhm. She tried. For real, she did. Anyway, um, y'all know my old stories about my experiences. Some one time this waitress at Denny's thought that me and my kids and James went to go eat, and she thought that that was their grandfather or my daddy. And the way it is. Anyway, they stay pressed to manipulate. Uh-huh. Like, it's been a long time. Well, not a long time. Never mind. Like, I think everybody thinks that if I go out like with James, they think that's my dad. I kind of feel like it though, like for real. But like going out with someone closer to your own age is a lot different. Everybody assumes that you're married or a beautiful couple. Is my favorite color red? Red lipstick is one of my favorite shades of lipstick since I was very young, and plus I sell lipstick. Levelupcosmetics.us. If y'all want, I have some beautiful red lipsticks in the color Siren, Rake, Cross the Room, and some darker lip shades as well. If you like darker, more mauve or like darker maroons and things like that. But yes, I like the color red lips, especially like when it gets hotter or when it's really like winter, red lips look good, but when it's hot, summery, red lips also look good too. It just depends on the mood. I wear whatever I feel like, depending on what I feel like, when I feel like it. There's no rules. If you feel like wearing it, wear it, especially if it's lipstick or something like that. Okay. Hmm. If a guy says he will give expensive gifts, but if I meet him in his hotel and stay with him, two queen size beds, what should I do? I want those gifts. Get your own room if you want them gifts. And don't be in no hotel room if you want them gifts. How sprinkle, sprinkle. Where I'm sorry, don't you know the rules? Get the money before. Get the gifts before. What you doing? You doing it backwards, in reverse. Okay. Honestly, get the gifts first. I'm not finna fall for the okie doke. Oh, if you're in it for gifts, you're in it for make sure you get those first. Don't fall for the okie doke. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It ain't that complicated, okay? Anyway, well, I'm not gonna stay on here too much longer because I think we got the gist of the video. It's complicated means, you know, a lot of times people use it and it ain't even complicated. It just makes it more interesting. So it's sometimes it's easier to say it's complicated than to lie. And complicated means, you know what? You ain't gonna like what I'm about to say, but it is what it is. Deal with it or don't. As far as status is concerned, whether it's about married, single, divorced, and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Shira, an esteemed professor, returned your feelings after you confessed them to him. He said his relationship was on the rocks, but they are still together after 6 months. Well, on the rocks also means a drink, baby. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. Maybe it wasn't on the rocks to her, but maybe it was to him. But I don't care. If Are you getting what you want out of it? If not, well, mhm. You said they lie, lie. Well, here's my thing. Honestly, some people, like I say, they marry for different reasons. Some people keep other people in their lives for selfish reasons, and some people have the mentality that they should be able to have their cake and eat it too. Some people have the mentality of, you know, even if I let it go, I can get it back if I want to. So why even bother? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes that's the complication of it all. Like whoever you're dealing with, if it's that complicated, that means they have lots of options, but they're choosing to keep all options. I don't know. Like that, it is what it is. And when they literally, when they decide that they don't want it to be complicated anymore, then it won't be. So it's kind of like another way of saying it's like I'm in control of my own life and what I feel is necessary or correct is what I feel it is at the time. So it's kind of bold and brave as well, I believe, to say it's complicated because it means I'm in charge. No one else. And either you accept that or you don't. I'm in charge of how I live my life, what I decide to do with it, and who I decide to live in. And then a lot of times it's, a way of saying there is something, going on, but if you like me enough, you're going to deal with it. So either way, it doesn't matter. Whoever is going to deal with it is already willing to deal with it. Okay. So I'm gonna let y'all go, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Y'all hit the like button. There should be way more likes up in here. I see way more people in here than I see likes, and if y'all don't like it anyway. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The like button, y'all. Get them likes up. I mean, if you're not gonna cash at me or tip me, at least like me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, that's the least you gotta do. Let me see something. Yeah, hit the like, y'all. Hit that like, like button. The like button helps to share these videos with other women who may not know about this channel. So you need them, you know, to be able to see it. So get the likes up. It helps the video get seen by more women who are, looking for level up channels and things like that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ah, you said, "Hey, man, yes, ma'am," is a curse word to older ladies. Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. I appreciate that. Mhm. You like a dude you work with, and you will soon leave from there and move in his hometown. It's coincidence, and I would like to shoot my shot since I'm leaving. How do I do, girl? Wrong channel. Unless he the owner. No, no. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh, somebody sent me cash app. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that, girl. Thank you for the cash app. Appreciate that. You said he could be the vice president? I don't know. Like, I need more details. Y'all need to tell me the title of the job, how much money he be making. Like, it's just a different story. If he just work with you at the cash register, I'm sorry. You know the answer's gonna be no. I mean, y'all gotta give me more details. He look. You said if he's coworker on your level, not worth it. No. Like, all right, y'all. Let me go. Let me see y'all in the next one. Bye.